In former times there lived a king who loved nothing better in all the world than to have flax spun. The queen and his daughters would sit each day, and he grew angry, very angry, unless he heard the spinning wheels hum. On a day he was to go abroad, and before leaving, he gave the queen a great chest filled with flax and commanded, "This must all of it be spun while I am away." The princesses were very concerned, and they cried, "If we are to complete this task, we must sit without getting up at all." The queen said, "Fear not, I will help you." Now, in that country there lived 3 terribly ugly old maids. The first had a large lower lip that hung down over her chin like a waddle. The second one had a thick forefinger on her right hand, as thick as 3 of her other fingers altogether. And the third had a broad, flat foot, half as wide as the kitchen table. Now, on the day the king was to return, the queen called for the 3 loathsome women to come to the palace. She set them in the parlor, gave them her spinning wheels, and instructed them on how they were to answer the king. For his part, even from a far distance, he could hear the spinning wheels humming and prepared himself to praise his daughters, the princesses, upon his return. In reaching the parlor, however, he recoiled in disgust at the sight of the 3 old women. Composing himself again, he approached the first and commanded, "Tell me, why is your lip so large?" "From licking. From licking." He approached the second. "Tell me, why is your forefinger so thick?" "From twisting the thread." "From twisting the thread and wrapping it around." And she wrapped the thread once, twice, thrice around her finger before letting it drop. The king asked the third old woman, "Tell me, why is your foot so broad and flat?" "From pedaling." "From pedaling," was her reply. In that very moment, the king decreed that the queen and his daughters should never again touch a spinning wheel. Thus, they were delivered from their misery. Thank you very much.